storied venues in college football. Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, they believe that their wide receiver is the best in the country. He has been so electric this season, nobody can stop him. They believe that he is so efficient in the red zone, top 5 in the country in receiving touchdowns, and he firmly belongs in the Heisman conversation to hear his name called in New York later this year. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Hurricanes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pitts. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Offense in a bunch formation. Making the adjustment. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Long way to go on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Oh, pressure's coming. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. There he goes. Open it up. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Irish call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Throwing, Mensah. He's going to go for a big one. Grabs it. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the ground, it's Pringle. He's past the marker. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Hurricanes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Straight ahead, it's Walton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And so far, he looks a little bit rattled at the quarterback spot. Just not settled in, not fully comfortable. And you got to say the defense has done good, and they have taken away what they've wanted to do so far. But he's got to find some answers in this offense. Find some guys, find some matchups that he wants to exploit.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this. In a better rhythm.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Here's Mensa to throw. Out wide right, it's Jacobs. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's changing the play. Drops back on first down. Out wide left, it's Graham. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Rest set of downs going up top. The short hands, it's Pitts. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Caught in the backfield, it's Mobley. It's a seam wide, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Iron. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They're all over it. Left side is Lofton. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Mensah. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
They're going to ride this running back. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick give. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
The one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires downfield. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
The Canes will try to convert on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Right side, it's Jacobs. Finds a crease at the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Canes.
And, man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback signaling to his guys. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Looking for a big play. Brings it down on the right side. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws quickly. Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Wants to throw on first. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Second and long here. The run inside. It's Mobley. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. And we'll start the second quarter as they try to hang up a 3 spot. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Just drives in between the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Rush right in his face. Lets it fly. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field goal? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Throwing, Mensah. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Here come the Irish, back on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Rides to the back. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Not gonna make it, and the 4th down gamble backfires.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
The give. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Might as well give it to him again. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Mensa to throw. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Lofton. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The handoff. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Mensa, gonna let it fly, and it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. A field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on fourth down and short. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Finds him out of the backfield. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And that's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Got enough for the first down. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
And the Canes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll send the tight end in motion. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Flanagan.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Follows his block. It's Mobley. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
The Irish needing just inches for the first down. There he goes.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Nice job by the defense there, killing the drive. They'd given up a lot of yards on that one, and they were on their heels. It felt like it was inevitable that this offense was going to go score a touchdown until that guy decided to take it over. 3rd down, we're putting a stop to this. I'm getting in the backfield. I'm bringing this quarterback down on the ground, and we're going to stop the bleeding. Good job.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Oh, he missed it. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Snags it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. Fires to the wideout. He's lucky that was a linebacker, not great hands. It's incomplete.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Got some room to run. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Are you kidding me? Lucky number 7. He's got 7 interceptions on the season, consistently around the ball. High IQ, breaks on the football great. This guy just makes play after play after play.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Drops back on 1st down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Georgia taking on the #1 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's Georgia coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some... Opinions about the state of things right now.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. I'm curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Throwing, Mensah. Makes the grab, it's Brown. Breaks into the open. Bring him down.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the third down very manageable.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. On the RPO, got him. Turns it on in midfield. Turning on the Jets. He's at the touchdown, Miami. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. This time they'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Gilbert. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
They'll move the wide receiver. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
PAT unit on the field. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it moving. It's Pringle. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Here's Mensah to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
They punted away on 4th down. Trying to make one miss. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Firing deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
Searching for space. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Hurricanes. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof, and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Drives inside. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, 3rd downs, get him the football. Shoot, 1st downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
Fresh center downs going to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good. Ball. This is why they built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun, it's Mobley. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
With a long way to go to pick up the first down. They give it back to him. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Mensah, look out!
Reese, never a doubt. Are you kidding me? He had a 2-yard cushion there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Making his first move. He's going to get loose. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here come the Irish back on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last.
Snags it, and he's open. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Making the adjustment on the play. Second down to the air. Still looking. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots if I want to. I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Dak's got it. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. If they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Out wide right, it's Gilbert. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The running back has it. Turning it on. He's got enough. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Throwing, Mensah. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab at the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. They get to him as he throws. Just barely got rid of it.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Slots it away.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4th. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. It's a reverse. Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
Here's Mensa to throw. Spits it out to the back. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Still looking to his right. Right side, it's Perez. He's finally chased out of bounds, but a huge explosive play on the ground.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Wants to throw on first. Out wide left, it's Gilbert. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to pass on 2nd down. Comes down, it's Gilbert. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Under pressure. Avoids pressure on the right. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Running inside, it's Mobley. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great in quarterback receiver.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be an 8-yard loss.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the 4th quarter, you got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
They'll run him again. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Mensah unloads to the wideout, working the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break.
And he's thrown another interception.
It is your job as an OC to be aggressive. I get that, but you can't be reckless. And once you've made one mistake already in the 4th quarter, you still got the lead, you might want to now start thinking about running some clock.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. The door looks slammed shut in this one, but that last interception, maybe just the slightest crack in opening here. Fires to the big fella. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Fires to the tight end. He's not going to make it to the first down marker, but that looked like a clear face mask, and he might wind up with the first down anyway. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires into the end zone. Going for the touchdown, couldn't make the connection, but this flag will be against the defense. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Out wide right, it's Gilbert. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give and tick, 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 tick. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He breaks a tackle. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Miami! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this 2-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents. That's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
Drops back on first down. Right side, it's Pitts. Caught, and he's got room. Past the 50. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. Good pickup on that one.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught, it's Graham. On the move at the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Fresh center downs going to the air. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Defender got caught a little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. After that flag, they spot the ball inside the 20. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Finds his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Notre Dame lines up quickly. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he puts through the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Right through his fingers, he muffed it. Look at the hands to get that squib kick inside the 25. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.